3. How you got into debt. There's a saying that goes, you don't know where you're going until you know where you've been. The same can be said of your finances. If you do not understand how you got into debt, you are destined to repeat the same mistake. Debt happens to everyone. I have filed bankruptcies for doctors, single moms, and disabled seniors. Most people do not plan on becoming overwhelmed by their debt. Something happens. They are left with little income and a lot of bills. It's important to recognize warning signs and to be able to handle problems when they arise. After your bankruptcy is complete, it's up to you to change your lifestyle and prevent problems before they begin. Problems like job loss, divorce, medical, and bad luck can force someone into bankruptcy. It doesn't matter if you make $200,000 a year or $20,000 a year. If you have debt you cannot afford, you need to seek financial help. You have found help from an attorney, and now it's important to realize how you got to this point. You may have called a bankruptcy attorney for a number of reasons. One of the major causes of debt is reduction of income or job loss. Many people will budget using overtime pay and find themselves coming up short each month if overtime or hours are cut. Some people will use bonuses as a way to pay off debt instead of putting that money in a bank account. The truth is, over 70% of Americans say they are living paycheck to paycheck. If you're one of these people and lose your job, your unemployment benefits may be less than your regular paycheck. Unemployment can run out, or you may not qualify, leaving you with an income of zero. If you have lost income, you may be tempted to use credit to pay for monthly expenses like groceries. But keep in mind, credit cards are not an extension of your unemployment benefits or smaller paycheck. You need to live within your means, and if you use a credit card, you need to be able to pay down the balance. Often, creditors will increase your minimum payments and interest rates with little warning. If you had a large balance before you lost your job, you will have less income to pay off your debt. Your creditors do not care about your loss of income. They expect payment. If you're unable to make the payment, your creditors will increase the interest on credit card debt and decrease your credit line. Creditors will start calling you until a payment is made. If you don't make a payment, your creditors will sue you. Creditors will attempt to get a judgment against you, resulting in frozen assets, wage garnishments, or liens against your property. Collection calls and loss of income can put strain on a relationship. Financial issues are a leading cause of divorce, and often the couple finds themselves with a big balance of debt. When you are a two-income household and have two income debts, loss of one income can cause missed payments and inevitably higher interest rates. I have had many clients who have contemplated divorce because of their debt. If you and your spouse are having money problems, consider debt relief before divorce. If you're in the process of divorce, do it before your divorce is final. Your divorce attorney will create financial settlements and obligations for child support, alimony, and an agreement about who is responsible for marital debts. Divorce no longer consists of each spouse paying their own debts. It's a financial agreement between two parties. Eliminating debt before divorce may be a good option. Ask your divorce attorney. Once finalized, you could lose household income in a divorce, the responsibility for all debt, and having to pay child support and alimony. You may also not be able to discharge the debt, the obligation to repay debt in bankruptcy. Many of my previous clients going through a divorce have too many medical bills to pay. When a dependent is sick and there's no insurance to pay for the bill, the amount falls onto the parents. In some states, if the debt happens during marriage, both spouses will be responsible, just as spouses can be held responsible for each other's debts as well as the children's. Often, a person will be in debt because of their spouse's medical conditions. I have known many clients with insurance who have needed to file a bankruptcy because of medical bills. If there's an accident or you're diagnosed with a disease, the cost of medical procedures and loss of income for taking time off of work can force someone into bankruptcy. Insurance has become a costly solution to medical problems. Employers will only pay insurance if you work 32 hours a week. If your hours have been cut, your medical insurance may also be eliminated. And the cost of private insurance has skyrocketed for individuals, and many families cannot afford